So Liechtenstein's government is a very interesting topic, and I'm going to get into this in this presentation. So Liechtenstein is a small country of approximately 61 square miles and a population of 38,749. It's located between Switzerland, Austria, and Germany. Switzerland, Austria, and Germany. It's right in the middle there. It has been an independent country since 1719 when it gained its status as that from the now defunct Holy Roman Empire. Its government is a republic in the form of a constitutional democratic monarchy. It is very much powered by the principle of honor and also virtue. So much so does the people honor its government and vice versa that it is the only country in the world that specifically grants its communities the right to secede. This hasn't happened in all of its history. Nobody's ever decided we're going to secede. That requires a large amount of honor on the part of the people towards the government and of the government to the people, and allowing this right to be held by the people. The virtue of its citizens is really very admirable. The crime rate is extremely low and their police force is equally small, one of the smallest in the world with only 160 employees. Proportionally, their crime rate to police force ratio is much better than most other countries. Specifically, their government consists of the monarch, currently Prince Hans Adam II, and his full name is Johannes Adam Ferdinand Aloy Josef Maria Marco de Aviano Pius. It's a fun name, who has reigned since 1989. He holds the power of appointments, veto, the dissolution of parliament, foreign policy making. He can choose diplomats, judges. He can veto referendums, things like that. And he can mitigate and commute punishments that have been imposed with legal force by the judiciaries. And he can also dismiss investigations that have been initiated. All judgments and legislations are also issued in the name of the prince. Liechtenstein is also a direct democracy. The citizens may start referendums and vote on them without going through the parliament at all. The results of the referendums are subject to the prince's veto. The parliament is elected by the people and led by the prime minister and his cabinet, similarly to the British system. So he chooses a government and he has to be have enough support within the parliament to form the different cabinet members and different things like that. Their education system, as far as I can tell, because there isn't a lot of information on it, they only have 9 public high schools in their entire country. As far as I can tell, it teaches honor for each other and for the monarch more than it emphasizes virtue. It emphasizes the connection between the prince and the people and the relation between them. And more generally, the entire public descriptions of the government and the people of Liechtenstein, their society kind of as a whole reinforces this ideal of honor for the monarch and the honor that the monarch holds for them. To start to conclude, I really believe that Montesquieu's principles for government do still apply today. I don't think his system of political theory has gone out of style, so to speak. I do think that his idea of the principle of government, the field behind it, applies to government more than his theory of the education system of government, but only because I think that the principle, the field behind it, has more influence on the nation and government than the educational system has on the government and nation. On an interesting note, Liechtenstein, unlike other monarchies, has expanded and defended the monarch's power in the past 30 years, unlike most other monarchies in Europe and different other countries. In 2002, the executive powers of the prince were expanded by a vote of both the parliament and a referendum of the people. In 2012, the populace of Liechtenstein overwhelmingly rejected a proposal to cut short the political power of the princely family. And a very large number of people, 76% of the people voting in a referendum, supported the prince's power to veto the outcome of future referendums. Legislators, who actually serve on a part-time basis, rose in the prince's defense, and they voted 18-7 against the citizens' initiative to curtail that power. Hans Adam II responded to this result with, quote, "It is with joy and gratitude that the princely house of Liechtenstein has taken note that a large majority of the population would like to continue the hitherto so successful 300-year partnership with the people in the princely house," unquote. Liechtenstein is truly an experiment. It is an experiment seeing what happens when you give your citizens the right of self-determination, truly acknowledging that government derives its authority from the consent of the governed. So a few of my sources, I got it from the Organization of the Education System in Liechtenstein of 2009-2010, the Constitution of Liechtenstein, and a few Wikipedia pages of Hans Adam II, Liechtenstein, and the politics of Liechtenstein. And really, thank you so much for watching this. I had a lot of fun researching this country.